The Wii. The first ever game console that was truly my own. Great memories were made playing Kirby's Return to Dreamland, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and most importantly, Dora Saves the Snow Princess. This thing's just plain awesome. I mean, you got this controller you can swing around, and I'll sometimes copy that in game. Man, I love the Wii controller and its slimy foreskin. But there's one aspect about the Wii that I hold most dear to my heart. Because you really think I was gonna pass up the opportunity to put Toy Chica on my 3DS, I'm not strong enough. Your creators are like crack for a lot of people. You're telling me I can play as the character that represents me, while also fitting to the game's world? You're telling me I can do neither? But I don't think game consoles have had a great track record with them. The Xbox 360 had these disgusting avatars that they abandoned, revived, and then abandoned again, and the PlayStation had this, apparently. But Nintendo struck gold with these little fellas. Miis are like the apex predators of custom avatars. They're not so realistic as they're boring, but they're still very down to earth, where even your grandpa knows it's Michael Jackson. I remember messing around with the Mii channel when I was younger. I don't really remember any Miis I made on the Wii though. I definitely tried making that one burger Mii that was really popular on YouTube though. The real reason I love Mii so much is because of the Wii U and 3DS. Mostly the 3DS. I had like 8 pages of Miis. Most of them were stuff like Anakin Skywalker from The Phantom Menace and Nosy. Though, aside from some obvious exceptions, I don't think I ever was able to use a Mii in my games. And then I had more Wii U games that I could use my Miis in, like Nintendo Land and Mario Kart 8, but I didn't have any Miis. I mean, I had myself, and my little brother, and Game Break, the Mii I made specifically to dominate Smash 4, but I didn't have Kirby, or other Kirby. So I had a console with too many Miis and nowhere to use them, and a console that had so many opportunities and barely any Miis to use with them. Why do I keep on doing this to myself? When am I gonna find happiness? And then there was Miitomo, I guess. I really thought it was gonna be another Tomodachi life, but instead it was a social media platform to connect with the friends I didn't have and people who should not be around children. So it sounds like I had an absolutely garbage experience with Miis, right? The most I've done with them was play as a character in Mario Kart somehow more boring than Mario. But then, something happened. Just like everything else in my life, it all started with a YouTube video. I still remember the day very clearly. I was at my grandma's house playing with my cousins. The TV was on, probably just playing YouTube videos on autoplay. Suddenly it goes on a video showcasing that one Tomodachi live stream where a kidnapping takes place. And I was just fascinated. I don't know what it was about this game, but it glued me to the TV. And young Jimmy knew his spirit would never rest unless he played this game. Sucks that he didn't know what this game was. So flash forward 3 to 4 years to 2017, and the Tomodachi life arc starts because of, you guessed it, another YouTuber. It was Dan TDM's playthrough of the game that made me remember, oh yeah, I'm gonna spend the rest of eternity as a ghost if I don't play this. This is canon, by the way, don't forget to put this on a wiki page. So yeah, 2017 was a wild year for young Jim. He was hyper-fixated on 3 different things, but like one of them was good. Tomodachi life. I hold this in Miitopia so close to my heart. I watched Matt from Ezreal reject my cousin. I could never really get into life simulation games for a long time. It started when I played The Sims Free Play, and then when I returned after school the next day, the sim I modeled after Raymond was a half-dead leg in a puddle of his own piss. I learned some valuable life lessons that day. And then the closest thing I tried after that was can your pet, and that experience left me with another valuable life lesson. Don't eat animals or we'll brutally murder them. I didn't know this game was made by PETA. But when I saw Tomodachi life, I just knew I needed it. Its humor was right up my alley, and you can make a Mii out of practically anyone. I had Stuart from Jesse on my island, and I'm pretty sure he was in a relationship with Frisk Undertale. By the way, I tragically suffered from must-delete old save files-itis as a kid, so this original item is lost forever. But it continues to live on in the 2,000 images I have saved to my 3DS photo gallery. If you press the X and Y buttons or something, it'll snap a picture on the top or bottom screen. I think my idiot self just spammed those relentlessly like an idiot. It all paid off though, because now I can look at my photo gallery and realize I don't know who half the people are. One thing I love about Tomodachi life, maybe a little too much, was the song feature. I have over 100 hours in this game, and at least a quarter of that was spent making me sing songs like this.
So I made a video about this robot too. And it turns out he asked for a child's name.
I would put characters from the same franchises and bands together and make them sing songs in character. Like I remember I had the Undertale characters sing about the true pacifist route, Ed, Tom, and Max sing about like fighting dragons or something, and the entire Pokemon theme song, part 1. My only surviving song is one about Ashley and Red from WarioWare that I decided to post on the Tomodachi Life wiki for some reason. I guess I wanted to give the locals a warning sign that I couldn't be left alone because I dropped this 2 minutes later. One funny thing about Tomodachi Life is it's practically crack ship heaven if you're not a lame-o. My loving wife was Ashley WarioWare. Wait, no, sorry, that was Sans Undertale's wife. The love system in this game kinda sucks and is confined solely to straight relationships. Well, unless you do a little trickery. And the fact that Miis can fall for other Miis already in a relationship is something that I can only describe in words starting with. There was this RPG minigame called Tomodachi Quest that you could only play once a day. It was completely rigged and not fun at all, but it's definitely the most impressionable minigame in Tomodachi life. Why do I bring it up? Because it probably inspired the 237th best game in existence to be born. Miitopia? I love you. Russia doesn't, but I do. Miitopia is very aggressively a baby's first RPG. The only party member you have control over is yourself. The only items you can use in battle are one to increase your HP and one to increase your MP, and you're literally given a free healing station an hour in. But that will never falter my love for this game. Miitopia got me through some hard car rides. So, this game is Tomodachi life, except instead of putting your Miis in little apartments and watching them interact, you're putting your Miis in battle gear and watching them fight the sun. So there was no way I could hate it. I merely ruined it instead. I don't have as many screenshots of the playthrough as I do for Tomodachi life, because apparently I only found the screenshot button to Last World. I did save a screenshot of the final credits shot, and this might actually be the most embarrassing Miitopia squad ever. 1 Pokemon character, 2 Undertale characters, my little brother, and a bunch of crappy kids, YouTubers, and Stampy Cat. I guess losing Brock, Undyne, and my little brother just sacked all the creativity from my bones. I had so many Miis I could have used for my Tomodachi life save file, and decided I wanted thinking mode for my team instead. Oh, but what was a gym to do? I already used up Frogget as a great sage. I always loved Miitopia's relationship system. How the longer you kept 2 Miis in a room, the closer their bonds would grow. Tomodachi life got criticism for not allowing gay relationships. Miitopia circumvented that by making everybody swing like a pendulum. Miitopia semi-recently got a port on the Switch and brought upon the greatest feature in any Mii maker ever, makeup. And I don't just mean giving yourself blush, I'm saying you can give a Mii a realistic baby face now. You also have a horse. Okay. But after Miitopia, Mii-centric games got phased out. Mii's return in Smash Ultimate and all the unholy creations that advised while bored got to exist and be the most annoying characters on the planet. But there was really nothing else to keep the Miis alive. I mean, the Wii Sports sequel doesn't even focus on Miis anymore, just these cheap imitations of life. Okay, that's just nostalgia talking. But I really do wish Miis had more of a place in the world of Nintendo. They're just such perfect avatars, and it's been shown that whenever they are given a spotlight of their own, they're bound to create a fun and memorable experience. So, all I'm saying is, give me Tomodachi Life HD, I'll sell my soul for it. Ironic.
So I made a video about this robot too. And it turns out he asked for a child's nudes. God damn it, freaking it up. Now what do? My view is a tank. We've got 60k views. No other good can compete. I guess this is my legacy.